Hey, traders. Happy Monday. Good to see y'all again. It's been technically less than 24 hours since our last chance meeting, where yesterday Bitcoin was butting up against an inflection point that actually is local, but also goes all the way back to the date of February 10th. So I could extend out this gray area, this zone, and you can see it's not a joke, it's real. And you see the title of the stream stuck between levels. Here they are pictured on your screen, so there can be no doubt.
Been noticing a lot of opportunity in the stock market right now. Can you check out $LMND targeting $95 and $110?
One of those, yeah, one of y'all posted that. I think what Harmonic and stuff, PCC. Yeah, well, look, Roku, another one. We've been just eyeballing. Sorry. Yeah, we'll look at that for sure. All right, so just to give you what you're looking for every day at the beginning of the stream with the Bitcoin analysis, where the weekly closed yesterday, shortly after I ended the stream. We go to the weekly, we can see, yes, it was a confirmed bearish engulfing candle. You're right. And on the weekly, I mean, if you look at candle high closes, 38,172 to 39K was never tested truly. Though the wicks were definitely tested, not the candle bodies. So after this engulfing candle, there's not much movement that's occurred, down $122 on the week and the day. That's it. I think, what is it again? Something that happened on-chain data was 80% of all Bitcoin holdings are held by long-term holders again. That doesn't happen that often, and when it does, normally it's before expansion in price. But on-chain data is, it's newer, and it's not something. I mean, we've seen on-chain data that looks really good, and then big dumps happen on spot price. But that's a really interesting stat that we're seeing now with the long-term holders. And just because based on history, just like we look at historical straight up, straight downs, between levels, critical levels, same thing in on-chain analytics, where we look back and historically, anytime certain things happen and big markups occur shortly after, you're dealing with that again. So we'll see what happens. Nothing to really take action on or anything, but things that one could have taken action on, or still could. That's new. What the heck just happened? Oh no, did my thing run out? No way. Did I lose my premium package, chat? This might be an awkward stream. Oh yeah, because I got a new credit card, so it didn't renew. Wow, okay. Well, you might have to give me a second on something, okay? Wow, that's not good. How do I even begin here? It says I'm premium still. Could someone tell me why I can't switch to 12-hour? Upgrade now. Okay. Ooh, $600 for premium. Is that new? 600 bucks? Am I spending $600 right now, chat? Yeah, it's yearly, of course, but dang, I thought it was not that. I thought it was like 300 to 500. Am I crazy? All right, I guess I'm doing it, chat. Okay, I have to go get my credit card. This sucks, dude, but I didn't even know what happened. All right, I'll be right back. I'm sorry. This is inexcusable. Okay, all right, I'm back. Good God. Adding new method. All right, I'm gonna say out my credit card info. Good God, man. Tax write-off anyway, whatever. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Okay. Let's go to the 12 hour real quick. Hello? Do you see this?
Hey Mitch, gotta love this bull run. Since May we have GRT down 70%, EOS down 75%, CLV down 95%, BCH down 70%, ONT down 70%, and on, and on, and on, and on. Lambo time.
Having fun being poor, he says. Since May. Yeah, that happens. But the person tipping having fun being poor, you forgot to mention that before those times, before May, GRT did this. Goes from like 29 cents all the way up to $2.89. So you didn't mention that, but you will mention since May, it being down 70%. Sure. Okay. Always easy, you know, when you omit certain parts to talk about things, right? Look at this. Look at GRT right now. You talk about wedging. This is GRT wedging. Now, I would love GRT to be getting back down to like, what, 886. Man, we'd be truly blessed if GRT ever saw 52 cents again. It'd be a blessing for a crazy long. Right though, I mean, yeah. So sure, a lot of them are down. They're called complete resets in bull markets. It's a trader's market. Get it through your head. It's a trader's market. This is not an investor's market unless you're talking about maybe Bitcoin or Ethereum holding long term. A lot of these coins, dude, you get in and you get out. You apply traditional technical analysis. You have your targets. And unfortunately, sometimes it blasts through those targets and does this once. And then after that, you know, lots of swings, volatility, short-term swing trades, whatever, hitting levels, but they never are able to continue that run. And then they correct for months. That's a very common thing that happens in crypto, trader's market. Anyway, wow, before I was really interrupted by TradingView, killed the stream. Bitcoin, 12 hour, looking at the 12 hour bullish divergence, holding that 200 simple moving average really well. And regarding the critical levels as support for the first time ever, not once, but twice. You think if we absorb the remaining supply at 43,737. The wedge breakout will occur and will take you to probably the targets 50,000 plus. Just remember 1 year ago today, 927. What was going on? 927, chat. It looks similar. The price looks similar. The way it looks kind of right now. I'm not kidding. Look at the price now. Or look at the price then. Right? September. Okay, like lower highs. Oh man. But higher lows. After a dump. See that? And then we go now. You're not making higher lows, unfortunately, right? You are making lower lows and lower highs currently. So it is not really like last year, unfortunately. But locally, if you go small enough time scales like the 4 hour, you are making higher lows. It does look more similar to September of last year. I mean, this looks really, really similar. So just keep up the higher low stuff. Just make a higher low than that. Never, like, you will invalidate the bullish engulfing candle from yesterday if you fall below the price of 41,300. That's where we don't want it to go. I don't think you want it after this price action. You never want to see Bitcoin below 40,665 again. It doesn't make sense from what just happened. You tested it once, first time, second time, kind of 3 times. You tested it and confirmed, and even had more market participants owning the asset than they did the first time. That's all really good local price action, okay? And the context couldn't be any better. No better. So anyway, if this was to break out, you're looking for 50K plus and eventually maybe 58,000. Okay. So people are scared, I guess. Let's go to Ethereum real quick. Down 2% on the day. This is the idea. I mean, this is... You are above the inflection point still. You're right, like, you know, right at the top of that zone. And reciprocal ABCD, confirmation low. This is it. I mean, yeah, you do have a little bit of hidden bearish divergence that's playing out right now. A high and then a slightly lower high with higher levels on the oscillator. That is impending price action continuation to the downside. It's happening. But what we're hoping for is it will vastly underperform and maybe we make just another higher low and then this happens. Okay? This is what we're looking for. Underperforming bearish divergence. You make the higher low than the engulfing candle and then you go. You understand? I mean, it's actionable. Trade setup stuff. If it fails, it fails. But like, you get it over and over and over. This doesn't matter if it was Ethereum. It doesn't matter if it was Amazon, Google, gold. It doesn't matter. Right here presents itself. You get a reaction low. You get your confirmation low. That's the entry on the second low, and you let it ride, and to at least the 618, where you go from the high point to the low point. Your target is right here. Target $3,500 eventually on Ethereum. You got it? Okay. Tony Romeo understands. Good. Good. I'm just going to make sure I'm live here. I mean, this feels like a static video sometimes, you know. But what is the 618, the target of this reciprocal ABCD? It lines up with just this high from May 4th and a low from May 13th and a high actually from May 18th. That makes perfect sense. TA Tetris stuff. It's beautiful. You can't be too bearish on these assets right now. Let's look at total real quick. The better looking version of Ethereum in terms of like what we want to see. Total still pattern completion zone of the bullish 5-0 perfectly. Holding, reacting at the 1272 PCZ of the reciprocal ABCD above the 200-day moving average. Everything's well. We're just waiting now for eventually this. Okay? That. Just waiting patiently. Okay. I wish more change. I wish there was so much more new data today from yesterday's stream that I just had to be like, okay, we got to start over, man. I got to clean up all my charts, but no, it just hasn't happened that way. All is still well in the crypto space. All right, let's look at the third largest crypto in the world. Cardano, that cannot break, right? Well, this is what it's done recently in the past 48 hours. It ran up to test what was once an all-time high resistance as resistance again. A lower high, another lower high, gross. It does not look as good as other assets, including Bitcoin and Ethereum, really, in my opinion. Cardano's not as good looking. Or you could actually possibly take a low risk, high reward opportunity trade setup on Ethereum and Bitcoin. I don't know if you can really do that on Cardano yet. Okay, supply line failed. You couldn't break the supply line, nor could you break the ice line. Let's go to the daily. Daily though is pretty nice though, man. Bullish engulfing's still valid from the 22nd. Until you get a daily candle close below $2, you're good still. And the hidden bullish, you have not seen positive momentum on the daily on Cardano since August 30th, and it's still losing its steam. The sellers are losing steam, which is good for buyers, right? I mean, once that eventually go positive again, you get higher prices. Continuation implied. But it hasn't happened yet. Okay, next one. It's better than this one. BNB. I mean, almost actionable for a trade, at least in the 4 hour. It's above the high of 332, the highest candle close of all time at one point, February 19th. Critical inflection point. You stay above that, you're going to break out upward. You haven't seen positive momentum on this one since the 29th of August, so it's been a month. Wow. A new month, October, is normally really good for crypto. September sucks, and then when that month changes, a new monthly candle opens, things change across the space historically. This is again, this is the lowest risk areas you could probably ever get on an asset, right? This is actionable for a trade for now. Look at the divergence on the 4 hour. It's ridiculous. Very, very good looking right now. BNB. And look how close we are to the apex of the wedge too. This is a confirmed, undeniable falling wedge too. This breaks out, man. It's a pretty tall wedge. So, and you don't even have to use that top point as the anchor. It could just be like that. That's your wedge. But yeah, I think you could use Fibonacci here. First target 414, second target 436. If we're using traditional technical analysis, like if we were looking at this like on the stock market, those would be your targets: 414, 436. Okay. All I can do is show up and show you that where these assets are compared to the levels from history, and it's like literally Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance are actionable longs right now. They may fail, but we're at those levels, and that's where you should be happy. Like today's like this is where there should be the most people watching the stream. This is where we get the most likes. This is where there should be the most hype. But unfortunately, that's not the way the universe works. These have to play out, right? And then our concurrent viewership doubles. The likes double. We get 1,500 people watching, right? That, you know, it's so weird. Not on days where it makes sense to long, only on days after it doesn't make sense to long, because you missed it, right?
$28.
Was Bitcoin Tater? I don't know what Bitcoin Tater is. Uh, 428 taters. Target 428. Yes, that is your target. Why? Look left. June 3rd. Look. April 18th. A low, and then June a high, And then another high. Look, August 16th, September 9th, September 16th. Undeniable target is 430. Yes, from here. Yeah. Okay. So pretty. May fail though, right? You get that, right? Understand, like before you hit all in, because that's doing it wrong. This could fail, but probability seems higher it would go upward, not downward next, based on everything going on right now. Okay, those are your big four. Let's switch gears briefly. S&P 500. And my headset's about to die. Nice. Nothing. Very flat today. You had financials and energy that led the pack. I think even materials did well. Tech was down like 1%. So flat on an index fund, the index fund. And then you go to Dow Jones. That reacted at a PCZ of a bat. And where is it now? Up 0.21% today. Outperformed the S&P. Dang. Makes sense. Materials and financials. Right. The high from May 10th. The top of the range. You're at it. You tested it again. Is it time to break after you've made a high? And now you're making a high or a low and you're making higher lows now? Accumulation on this index fund? Wouldn't be surprised with the money printer, dude. Really hard calling tops. I think you could understand that, right? Look at that. You break 35K. I mean, I think the targets, of course, are just going to be your all-time high, but high to low, easy. 36,159, 36,445, and then 36,855 is the 1.618. That's how we'd target if it ever broke this range, broke all-time highs. You'd have them right there. First level of positive momentum you've seen on the Dow Jones today. Since August 17th. Dang, man, 6 weeks? Yeah, 6 weeks since positive memo on this index fund. Big deal. This could be the beginning. Chat, there it is. There's like a gif of it, right? Where the histogram goes green and then Michael Scott's like, oh my God, it's happening. It's happening on the Dow Jones right now. Nasdaq composites, man. Down 0.52%, as I was saying. Tech underperformed today. What's going on? Oh, yeah, that's right. Anything above 14,800, you have to be bullish. I think you'd get back test. You never even back tested the breakout. Maybe you get that maybe this week or something. It'd be awesome. Form of confirmation, right? Where you back test the spring before then going. And look, remember, undeniable on the daily. The Nasdaq is implying that it will continue upward. Look at the oscillators. Triple RSI, hidden bullish divergence. And then you also have it on the MACD histogram. Very good looking technicals right now on the Nasdaq. Great. Upward next is being implied. And then we got the Russell 2000 small caps that, yes, did very well today, up 1.46%. You can imagine financials make up a huge portion of the Russell 2000. I think it's like 25%, or maybe it's like 32% or something. It's 25 to 33% or whatever of the Russell 2000 is financials, and they killed it today with energy. So, and in the end, hidden bullish divergence played out. It's playing out right now, and if you, it looks like you're headed to 2300 to 2361, the top of the range, right? Big range here. You gotta understand this. We're maybe going for a type 2 reaction or type 2 return on the bearish Gartley. Could be a double top there before dumping harder. Or if you break this and you start going to 2361, you're violating extremely reliable bearish harmonic, and that's bullish as F. So we want to see what happens when we get back up to the top of the range to see how the type 2 return is respected or disrespected, right? One more. That's like, okay, if you read Scott Carney's book, it's really cool using these harmonics, because like they can be a litmus test for the trend, right? So it's like if you're not really sure what's happening, say because the trend has changed, but you don't quite know yet because there's just maybe not enough data, not enough consecutive lower highs, lower lows, then you're looking for harmonics. And you're looking to see those harmonics be violated, right? What's a violation of a harmonic? When it hits the pattern completion zone, maybe rallies a little bit, but say like on a type 2 return, like it's come into, you know, the confirmation high before the major dump, it runs to it and then just breaks through it like it was nothing. That's violation of a bearish harmonic. Just giving you like, confidence to believe the trend is still really bullish and to not be trading bearish patterns and bullish trends. So stay the course of the trend, right? But when you're seeing like, you know, bearish patterns be presented and then they start playing out really well, that's when you know the trend could be definitely reversing. So anyway, and that's kind of, I guess, could be standard for any pattern, but I just like the harmonic. Yes, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morning for everyone around the world. Crypto is global, and we just got through the index funds. Gold, dude, I don't even tell you, man. Gold, like, it could be good, man. It could be okay, or it could be on its, you know, last breath. It's terrible. It's like, is it forming a potential inverse head and shoulders? Maybe. You got to catch some follow through price action eventually, chat. You can't just sit here forever. It has to rally back to the neckline. I'm just still like, the weekly looks kind of really bad on gold. 4 hour maybe it looks okay with that smaller pattern, but remember last week, lowest weekly candle close since April 5th. Gross, man. That's not what you're looking for uptrends, for rallies. You just gotta catch some bids eventually. No one's buying gold. Gold's just technically all over the place. Really, I don't think market participants can figure it out. The trend, like, I mean, you're obviously in an uptrend since 2018 and stuff, but you're in this really, really big midterm, starting to become long-term downtrend where since, I mean, we're talking 13 going on 14 months now, you've not been able to make higher highs. Okay. So let's go look at that request. We only had like one request today, right? Good God. Dead street. Okay, here's Lemonade on the weekly. I'll tell you this, the weekly, unbelievable. So good on the weekly. I wish the price was down at like 57 bucks doing this.
OMG pumping boost.
So Manimal, thanks for the...
Is that a joint?
Thank you, dude. OMG's pumping, man. Well, you got FIL pumping, FTM pumping. OMG's up 3%. Nice. Anyway, one bottom, maybe a second bottom forming. Hit a deep retrace, right? For Lemonade from its all-time low. August 31st of last year. Look at that, chat. In May of this year, you had an 88% retrace. It happened perfectly. That's where the bounce occurred. And now you're just hanging around the 786. And look where you are. Look at this inflection point. You never fell below it, even in May. And now here you are again, trying to, if you hold this, this is exactly where major reversals upward could go. One bottom, two bottoms. You're working on a confirmation low. You want to talk about, what is this, chat? What on the weekly do you see on the MACD histogram? Not the RSI, but definitely the MACD histogram. What's in development here? Someone want to tell me exactly what it is? What classification to? Nicholas wrong. We got a right answer in here, but it's like, wait. Why would people be saying Class C? Class C is when the histogram double bottoms, which is not, and the price is making a lower low. The price is making the same low with lower levels of negative momentum. That is Class B bullish divergence. double bottom on price. I know you could get them confused or mixed up, but remember, Class C is the weakest form of divergence. Class B is strong like Class A. Class A is always the best, but B is good too. And the context here is nothing short of impeccable, where you're not just showing weekly bullish divergence, you're showing it above an inflection point. That's the weekly. Really good. Let's go to the daily. Hey, type 2 return. Lemonade does look good, does it not? You hold this level, it's on, man. This is actionable for a long. It might be a position trade, though. It might take a while to get there. But you understand, holding above the level from August 6th, October of 2020. These are 2020 levels. Look, July. You held it once. No, you're holding it twice. This is long, okay? Trade set up. Bullish engulfing candle confirmed today. So pretty easy. Having to stop just maybe below this first D. Very easy to set up your target. Profit. There it is. 94.83 first target. Now, you know, of course, and I just say that because look at the high back from July of 2020. Resistance, April 5th, April 27th. You get it? Really right here. Okay, so that's your first target. Your second target would be your standard aggressive target for harmonics, because like at that point you break 95 bucks, you could go straight up to 110 bucks, right? That high from March of this year. 1 and 2, why not? That's it. It's a very reasonable way to size up LMND. Chat value, I think so. So what is it? Trend analysis, harmonic structure, technical indicators, and chart patterns. And you have the weekly showing, implying that sellers are becoming exhausted. And this shows up on the daily. Dude, this is actionable. One could take along on this tomorrow in the morning, or yesterday, or today. Or not yesterday because the market's closed, but and there you have it. Looks very similar to like Step and others. What happened to Step, dude? Y'all remember that one someone requested yesterday? And it was like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Did it pull back? It broke out. It did pull back some. But Step, it was not like this. It was like, yeah, you were up, and it was up like 18% yesterday. It was up 20% today. It broke out. It's attempting to back test the breakout as support right now. Pretty interesting. Sorry, man, my eye's itching. So eventual target from here, $1.04, just to test it, and then if you break that, 150 is the target eventually. This is beautiful though. I think there's a lot higher prices this could go to eventually. You pray for Bitcoin, of course, but immediately catching more bids, you gotta like it. So that was like a request, and then that was it. No more requests today. That's fine. We can have a short stream. I don't really care. I mean, I can look at other assets too. Sure. And someone mentioned OMG, so I'll look at OMG. It looks great. Anything above $8 is bullish. You have to stay long on OMG till it falls below $8 for, or $7.71 for real. Stuck in a glass case of motion, just like Bitcoin. Look how it bounced off the 200 moving average for the first time. Holy crap. OMG tested its 4-hour 200 moving average for the first time since literally July 30th. That's interesting. Nice reaction too there. I mean, I think eventual target's much, much higher, but it's just going to require Bitcoin continuing upward too. So
Hex please, thanks Mitch.
Sure.
Noise!
Can we have a look at BHR? Thank you, good sir.
Yeah, extremely strong here. I mean, just more hidden divergence, I guess. It's very nice looking for more upside eventually. Multiple hex requests in the same minute. Let's go, dude.
Leprechaun chip $25.25. Hex 4 hours/daily.
Noise!
Nano USDT bull divs in a wedge.
Okay. Well, look. Thank you, dude. Saggy. Hex down 2%, 2.2%. Remember, it was...
Not asset related, but in general, if an asset is below its 21-week MA in a trade, would that not make the trade a higher probability of not playing out?
I don't know, man, because like when something's in an uptrend, I mean, you know, if an asset falls below a 20 moving average, it's probably going to eventually run on down to the 50 to test that. Sometimes it falls through it, but I mean, anything between the 50 and the 20 is the equilibrium level of the price action of the moving averages, right? Below the 50 is not really good because then the asset's probably going down to the 200, and that could be a lot further down, especially the trend's been prevailing for a while. So I don't know if it would decrease the probability of the trade playing out. What if you had all these variables? Probably not. It's a lagging indicator, dude.
A classic cup and handle, just for education. Don't take this trade, chat. Thanks for streaming, Mitch.
What's up, Red? I think you did for the 20. We'll look at it. Cheers. So the Hexkins up in the chat. Analysis hasn't changed at all. All right. Here's what it is. In case you missed it yesterday. This asset has hit a 423% retrace from the previous high from July to the low in August, right? That is your outer fib extensions. That's insane. It has tested it once, twice, 3, 4, 5 different days. 5 days this month. And this is what would be considered a confirmed reaccumulation structure. But you have to understand, it's called descending triangle, but it doesn't mean that it's going to break upward 100%, really high probability. That doesn't mean that. It just means that there's probably like a 60% chance of an upside and then a 40% chance it doesn't break out upward and breaks down. So, right, if this breaks down and fails, then you say one top, maybe a second top, a double top going on up here. So it's just, that's all I can give you. There's no value. It's extreme premium. It's in a parabolic uptrend. Every other bullish pattern that's ever presented itself in the past 6 months has played out bullishly, has not failed. So this is another bullish pattern that might very well play out eventually where it breaks upward and not downward like all the other ones. So that's it. That's all I can tell you about Hex. It's an ascending triangle that meets the criteria where we can actually call it that pattern. That's it for now. Okay? There's your Hex. I appreciate the contributions.
Hexy can show you mad love. Who cares about the chart?
A lot of people care about the chart. It's been extremely educational. People like trying to learn traditional technical analysis, I think would appreciate the Hex chart because we've been here identifying this stuff over and over and over again. It just plays out and plays out and plays out and plays out. And maybe it plays out again. You know, I'm thinking eventually this will make Hex is going to make a higher low than the previous low, which is 39 cents. This wave will eventually take it to 54 cents.
If you don't mind, what's your opinion on the 5-wave impulse of Elliott Wave, Ralph Elliott TA stuff? Peace.
I think I never got into it. Harmonics is kind of like where I feel that theoretical stuff, you know, where it's like, oh, the wave, look, this is like wave theory, you know, it's its own wave theory. And I think based on B and C, theoretically, the asset would eventually get to at least 54 cents. After, you know, it can pull back in between. The C to D wave's the largest wave. So yeah, you're going to have ups and downs, but eventually from this bottom, eventually just make a higher low than this low and run again and then get to that 54 cent target. So Just like here, we identified this immediately, like the day of, and it broke upward. We didn't know if it was going to come for a type 2 return or not. It didn't. It went straight up to hit the aggressive targets of the harmonic. It's pretty wild, man. I don't know about Elliott wave though, but I do wave theory every day and it's harmonics. So it's just, I think like there's all these hypotheticals with Elliott waves. I don't know how it can really help me as a swing trader so much. Maybe it can, but right. I don't research it. I haven't put it in my system, so I like harmonics better. I think when you start doing harmonics and Elliott wave, it starts becoming more redundant, maybe. Yeah, who cares about the chart on a technical analysis channel? Exactly. It's all about buying the bag of crap that is on sale and is likely to increase in price based on the indicators on the chart at critical levels. Exactly. That's all it is. They're all crap. Most of them, everything we looked at just about is crap. It can't provide you with an argument fundamentally on how it could ever make you money back as an investment, right? You put your money into something. So all we can go by are the technicals. There is no price to earnings per coin. There's none of that. So we can only use TA. And hopefully we get a few positive news-driven catalysts in there, which we get sometimes, right? As the world goes more to crypto, you'd think the probability increases that eventually, more and more positive news catalysts would occur where legitimate names that can, on the stock market, can provide us with a fundamental argument on how they can make us money back. They would end up adopting or buying some of these projects, names, whatever, that might be able to help their business or something, right? We'll see here. Thanks for the 900 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, the like button above the sub, as Bitcoin is stuck in a glass case of emotion between two critical levels. From history. Next request. Ooh, what? Oh, it's an actual stock. I can't believe it, dude. Oh, man. Interesting here. Maybe? What was that? This is BHR, Braemar Hotels and Resorts. Really sketchy with COVID. Really, really sketchy. I'm wondering, what was the request for? What did you see? Anything below 551, I don't like it. If it's I want to see this asset do this eventually. I want to see it. It did it. It actually did it April 22nd, but then earnings maybe killed it. Yeah, earnings killed it, and now it's.
How about BTT/USDT and watching the 2-week chart hidden bullish divergence potential rising 3 methods?
BTT? We'll look at it. Thanks, man. The Tron Connect thing. I love the channel. 1 and 2 on the top. 1, 2, 3 on the bottom, kind of. I mean, so it's just in a downtrend right now. Look at that heart line. Respect. So good. So you haven't broken a supply line, nor have you broken back above an ice line. So until you break 551 in that supply line, I don't know how I really feel about it. If you look left, there's nothing here. Like, right? It's like, there's no like historical data that would help us here. So 551 is the major area. You get above it, I think you could be bullish again because it could run straight up to like 733. So those are the areas you're looking at. So do this. This is what you want to see. The asset break supply line and the ice line, and then successfully back test it as support, and then that's when it goes to 733. That would be the best case scenario for BHR to at least take action on it to long. Okay. You got earnings coming up late October, a couple days before Halloween. Spooky. Okay. Don't see any other wave structure or anything there that sticks out. Next request was a crypto. It was a crypto, man. That really, really struggled, man. Give me a sec. Let's see here. Nano. I mean, you're going for a full reset. Why not just wait? Wouldn't you just want to wait for this thing to hit the 886? Whether you call it a shark or a bat, it doesn't really matter here. Same PCZ. Why not wait on Nano? My God, dude. We want to wait for Nano to hit the critical inflection point. Just so happens, well, on the daily. Oh, this is it. Why is this? Okay. So the 88% retrace just lines up with levels where you've seen reactions, right? January 12th, 18th. Look at the candle high close. January 29th. Look at this wick low. June 22nd. You sprung. Let's go for a spring back test. So I think there's more downside on Nano, and we'd be waiting to see what happens at the next critical level. I'd be waiting. You're showing no edge. Nothing's implying on the daily that sellers are exhausted. You're not oversold. You're in the bearish control zone. So it does look like there could be more downside on Nano, which we would want anyway. We would like to see a reaction at 372 to 392. We'd be waiting for that. Okay, complete reset. Okay, nice run, Nano. Could be opportunity could be looming. Excuse me. So I got these noise canceling headphones on, so it's like kind of sometimes hearing myself talk is quieter.
Noise!
Hey Mitch,
Sebastian.
another day to improve from yesterday. I would love your thoughts on Frog. Possible double bottom.
Frog.
Appreciate it, King. 0.006900000 ETH.
We'll take a look, dude. Thank you. What's up, Anonymous? Yeah, we'll look at the US dollar amount. Thank you.
Anonymous tipped $26.64. See? Thanks for the education, Mitch. 0.000618000 BTC.
We'll look at it. Thank you, dude. So this was requested by Retta, and he said, classic cup with handle stuff, not to take action on. Yeah, it's like, here's your cup. There was your handle-ish, the major resistance, you're at it, testing it. Right there. If you break that, it's very easy to target. Don't you understand? You could measure move it and it would probably be the same outcome as the next resistance from the bottom to the top.
Dan26 tipped $23.78. Hey Mitch, can we take a look at MNTO on FTX? Very nice chart emo. Thank you. 0.160000000 LTC.
We'll look at that. All right. Thank you. There you go. 212 is the measured move, but let's be real. I mean, it can go up there and maybe it reverses there, but there doesn't make sense besides that. The next target, the next resistance is 239. I think you break 150, you could go to 239. And so it's like, if you break this inflection point, the upside potential is 58% upside. Dang. But at the same time, you understand this is exactly where assets can reverse. This thing's up 18.63%. If it breaks it, it could go insane upward. If it doesn't break it, this is exactly where it could go all the way back down to $1.03. It could lose 50% of its value if this doesn't break and you don't go upward, okay? You're at critical levels on QRDO, a request. Our next request. Trunkenek's cousin or brother or father or something. Really, really ugly stuff, man. It topped out. Could be going for a full reset. And a full reset would take you way lower than where you are now. So I don't really... Are you trying to make a second bottom? Really, really, really weak price action locally. God, that's so bad looking. So bearish. It looks like it's getting ready to roll over again. Lots of distribution and a lower low too, to boot. I mean, your next target downside is 2.9 tenths of 1 cent. Goes all the way back to March 23rd of this year. And you just could imagine if things get bad for crypto, for Bitcoin. Yeah, sharp, textbook sharp, PCZ 2.2 tenths of 1 cent. So it could lose substantial amount of value still, especially if that support doesn't hold. It's got 30%, 29% more downside before it hits a PCZ of like this major potential harmonic structure. I don't see anything that sticks out as good right now on BTT really. Not really. This could be legendary though. The development of a legendary harmonic, but you're not even close yet. Remember, you got 30% more downside before you see the PCZ. Just think about a shark, right? Shark, 100%. Go to the bottom again. This is exactly where it reversed the first time. So think about it. It's sprung, maybe it back tests the spring, 94%, 95% retrace, 0.2 of 1 cent. That would be amazing for a long down there. Nothing yet. No action to take on BTT right now. Even though it could just go up, number go up with Bitcoin, sure. All right, we got frog chat. We got frogs in the chat. My God, terrible chart. I mean, terrible trend anyway. It's awful. It's like all you do is make lower highs, lower lows. All you do is lose. But yeah, I understand why you'd ask, because it's the PCZ confirmation low of a bullish shark or bat. Yep, look at this. It's literally perfect. It reminds me of BNB a little bit. Airbnb, excuse me, ABNB, not Binance. You just don't know if it's done selling yet. It looks great right now. This is a perfect textbook bullish bat pattern. Reacted. Hopefully it can reverse. You just don't know yet. The trend is awful. So you'd be looking for this if the trend, the context was like this. It'd be awesome. Or not like that, but you get it. Like if the previous data was higher highs, higher lows, and maybe you had a correction. All this thing's done since its inception, since September of last year, is make lower highs, lower lows. That's what sucks about it. So yeah, it could be trying to reverse here. Same time, it could be violated because the trend's bearish and roll over and fall below 33.45 to all-time lows. So this is where it needs, you want to see it start pivoting and rallying. And then the target could be 46 bucks, $50, top of the harmonic, but it's bad trend. Context is
You're
crap.
doing great work for free almost every evening on YouTube. Ignore the haters. Love your work, sir. Hope you stay in good health, man. Thanks for everything.
Zool, thank you for the 10 euro super chat. Hey man, I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to help people, but I don't know. I think someone hating on me for just trying to help people read charts and maybe make money and stuff on their own. I mean, like, people hating on that's crazy, dude. But again, it doesn't matter because we already talked about it. It doesn't matter if you're George Washington, Jesus, Martin Luther King, Obama, Trump. Doesn't matter. You will have haters no matter what. Just your mere existence makes you have haters. Okay, so everyone has haters. Coach Nick Saban has haters. What? Yeah. Okay, next one. So Frog. Frog's like great
Tony
locally.
Soprano tipped $21.37. Are you gonna see the New York Saints? You can't get a look at my younger
No, dude.
side. A? Can you look at CRV/US and if you have time the BTC chart also? I gotta go see a guy about a fire at the stables. Appreciate what you do. 0.143626000 LTC.
But just said my Bialys. Thanks, dude. Oh, yeah, we'll look at it. Thank you. Of course I'm going to see that movie. October 1st. Just a few days away, chat. I can't wait, and I hope they make a... I don't even know. I mean, I think the movie will be incredible, but I hope they make a second. It'd be cool if they just made it a whole new HBO show, right? Where you have, like, Feech Lamana as, like, a main character in it, and Dicky Moltisanti. Well, maybe he dies in it or something, this movie, but there's just so much they could do, right? Let's see. What was after that? DXY, US dollar. Oh, looking really strong here. US dollar looks like it's about to bust out. It's about to moon chat. This is what dreams are made of, okay? This is what we're looking for. We're looking for assets to hit major inflection points, not once, but twice, and hold and rally. And now you're butting up against resistance. The DXY, it looks like it's going up. It's gonna go berserk. It's going up to $95 to $97 soon. Strong wave structure, extremely bullish looking. Hidden bullish divergence on that second low. Wow.
Gracias.
So Chadwick, yeah, we'll look at that. Thank you, man. Dude, this was so pretty. I wish cryptos were looking literally like this right now. Bitcoin's doing something similar like this on the 4-hour and 12-hour at its own level. But dang, man, this is too powerful. Extremely powerful stuff here. First target, 95. It's just a high back from 2017. And the high after that, 97. Okay, that's it. Moon soon, DXY, by the looks of it. Next one. God, it's a crypto. Never seen it. Well, yes, I have. Mango. Mango held the critical levels, and look what it's doing. Wow. What was once a resistance, kind of support. Support once, twice. This is, look, DXY was doing similar stuff to its own levels. Chat. This is a gold mine. This stream's a gold mine today of information and knowledge to help you. Okay, this is what you're looking for. And I just do this every time. It's not training wheels, but it just makes it really easy for anyone to see the important levels, because historically that they were important. They will be important again eventually. They got back there. You sprung, you back tested the spring. Huge liftoff from that spring back test. Upside. It was 30. It's up 31% in a day and a half. Off the spring back test. So it's like, where's the target though? I mean, your next target. $0.38, 46.9 cents. Those are your next targets. Okay, you just broke one of the other resistances. 36 cents. Look at this. It was a resistance. It was support. It was support again. It was another support. It was another support. My God, that's real. You know, held it, back tested it. So if it holds that long enough, historically, it normally goes up to 38 cents. Maybe we'll do it again. Okay. Next one. For Tony Soprano himself in the chat. A lot of chop, man. A lot of chop. What a beautiful uptrend still going though, right? Consecutive higher highs, higher lows. It looks like a major confirmation low, doesn't it? Doesn't it look like it's trying to bottom out? One time, two times. Beautiful. But unable to break its other levels. Kind of like Bitcoin. Bitcoin's stuck between two critical levels. This one's ping-pong in between two critical levels. You break 267, I think you're going up to, good God, probably going up to 350. Where's that 4 hour? Yeah, look left, man. Nothing here. Straight up, straight down. Yeah, that's, yeah, 350. Candle high close on the 4 hour at 330. I think that's the target. If this holds, you go right back up to 330. You got to break 267. You got to get some help from Bitcoin. Bitcoin has to do the bullish thing for this to continue. This is a dragon too. Think about it. Your dragon, you had a fake breakout, a false breakout of your bullish dragon pattern. Wow, this is a good looking dragon too. Get so many touches there. Okay, so all this asset needs to do on CRV, just make a higher low than the bullish engulfing candles open. 210, it's valid. And your target 330 to 350. Right, we don't have to use Fibonacci, we just use critical levels from history. This is a nice looking dragon. That false breakout, but that's okay. All you got to do now is just make a higher low than previous low from yesterday, and everything will be good. It'll break out and go to 330, 350 again. Trend is bullish. Where the confirmation low, the double bottom, potential double bottoms occurring, they're higher levels than your previous discernible swing low from September 8th and the ones before it, but for the most part. This is really good. This is a good looking asset right now. Someone could argue and just say it's a descending broadening wedge. Sure, descending broadening wedge. Whatever. Dragon looks good. It's a dragon. CRP. Good looking chart. Need to get back out though. Let's break back out and we'll be good. Let's see, where's all the data on this one? I think it's not Tether, it's just, there it is. Yeah, this one's like kind of done. I don't know, man. Like, this is REQ, Request Network. It's older crypto. I don't like it below 20 cents. I don't know. There's more support here too. You can't say that's not hidden bullish evidence. You hadn't seen positive momentum on Request since August 23rd. So it's been over a month, 5 weeks. And it looks like it's getting closer and closer to positive again. But I just worry about the buying climax and then the distribution. Lower highs, lower lows. I think it could hold here, but there's certainly no value on it. I think there are better assets to look at besides Request. I think it could moon again, whatever, sure. But to me, it's like I'm looking for value. I don't see value here. Yeah, I don't really like it below 21 cents. And I don't like assets that already mooned and then they're showing lower highs like that, really. I mean, it could just be bullish consolidation. I get it. Crazy wicks, man. I think go down to like 11 cents eventually. Bleed out. It's not terrible. It's in an uptrend. It's just correcting. It's been correcting since mid-August. 6 weeks. That's it. That was the last request. Boom. Got through them. Y'all hit me with a few of them pretty fast, but we got less than 1 hour till your daily candle close. If you're enjoying it, hit the like button, the bell, and sub as we go to Cody. That is up 22%, and in less than 1 hour, we'll be confirming its highest candle close of all time, breaching above the old all-time high from March 9th, which we did that a couple times, but only intraday. Never did traders settle up higher than that point when the candle closed, right? Or when the day ended. Except this could be it. This could be the first time in history. And your target's 73.89 cents on Cody anyway, if it did do that. What a beauty. What an outperformer. It played out. Several of these, some of these have, like, right? Cody and Tezos and Rose and you name it. There are others too that played out. Top of my head, trying to look at a lot of charts, right? So FIL up 10% today. You can barely even tell. Figure this will be going for a full reset too, like an 886. I don't think you're there yet. Yeah, $41 would be amazing. Here's Soul. Broken supply line. Did it not? Yeah, broke supply line, but it's making higher lows. But it's not making higher highs, technically. It's like Bitcoin locally, right? Probably don't want to see this asset go below 126. That'd probably be your cutoff if you were trying to trade the breakout. But yeah, you did back test too. You successfully back tested. Right, like why do you not want it to go below that level? Look left, that candle high close on the 4 hour. Right, you sprung and you even back tested the spring. That's where the cutoff would be. Your stop loss would be below 122. And I think if you were longing this anywhere between 125 and where you are now, the target would eventually be 188 and then 211. But I don't know if this breakout will last. I don't know. I do like how it's making higher lows finally again. Can we just do a whole hex stream? I'm looking forward to the day that we have a joke where everyone just tips $20 to look at hex over and over and over
Check
again.
out that sweet,
Called
sweet
Groundhog
hex
Day.
chart. Remember guys, Pulse Chain will be the hardest airdrop ever done.
Greg, thanks for the 20 super chat. Though we've had multiple people request hex, we have in fact looked at hex already. I guess we can just look at it again, down 3%, where I think eventually it'll make a higher low than the previous low, 39 cents, and go up to 54 cents. If this local wave structure is to be respected, daily it's a major ascending triangle structure, but again, it's not a certainty that it will break upward. You would marginally have a higher percentage chance that it would break upward than downward in bullish conditions, but again, it's extreme premium, like 423% retrace from the previous high to low. Okay. If you have a 60% chance of a break upward, that means you still have a 40%, downside risk, right? So it's not very good. It's not that great. Okay. That's your hex again. Cool. Instead of Ross tipping like $100 or $200, he just tips $20 for me to look at hex. I get off a hex, he tips again $20 to keep going back to it. It'd be funnier. Yeah, look at stocks. We looked at stocks today. We looked at the index funds. Right after crypto, we looked at all 4 index funds, and we've had a trade setup posted on stream and Patreon.
Hi Mitch. Enjoyed your recent interview series. Can't wait to join the Patreon next month.
Thank you, DP2, for the 20, and looking forward to seeing you. Only a few days till the first of the month, which is the best time to join the Patreon, where you get trade setups, education, and you get connection to the premium Discord chat, which is brimming full of value any time of the day or night. What's up, Beto? It's his first time watching. How'd you find me, man? Thanks for watching. Hopefully I've earned that sub today. I don't know. But yep. Stocks. I mean, the Nasdaq was very notable. Hidden bullish divergence on the daily. So Nasdaq's implying we're going up next. More. Anyway, back to Bitcoin. That hasn't shown positive momentum since September 6th, but let's not even call it that because it was one histogram wick. I mean, you haven't really seen positive Momo for real since like August 16th when it was
Rayost forming possible cup and handle on daily.
We can look. Thanks, man. Sorry. Yeah, we can look. Ray. Great ticker. Did you say Ray is cup with handle on the daily? Ray. No. No cup with handle. Let's go, dude, man. Let's go. Auger, you say?
Rap. Looking for a pop to 30? Thanks for all you do, bro. Changed my life.
My man. Thank you, dude. Keep doing your thing. Keep making awesome abstract art. Kings. Yeah, we'll look at it. So you can see Ray looks like it's at a very critical zone of inflection, right? Where historically things have happened here, up and down. Well, more up than down. It's never gone down from here. You never want to see this asset truly fall below 961 for long, okay? This is the cutoff. Like, I don't think you want anything to do with this asset really below 960. The fact that you've gotten back above it once, just kidding, twice, that's it. There should be, the confirmation low should be in. We should not be going back down to that level again, right? Henri? So, you don't, that's why you say a stop loss below 960, because you're probably not going down to test $9 again and holding. What I really don't like is how you made a lower high right here, tweezer top, reversed. Because if this breaks 824, 668, your next levels. But if this holds, oh my God. You know, think about it. If the confirmation low is real, that type of stuff would be going on. So pay attention to 960. That's everything on this chart. 960. As you can see before, when it's held to support, huge markups. Let's see if we can get a huge markup again on the confirmation low. The double bottom would be confirmed above 1176, the neckline, confirmation level. Okay, that's your ray. Pay attention to the levels. We don't know ever if they will hold, but you can't say there wasn't bullish divergence on the oscillators on the second low, right? You made it higher levels relative strength, lower levels negative momentum, right? That's an edge at a critical level, and it played out, but it's not gonna catch. It will dump bad if Bitcoin rolls over. Bitcoin is now, you know, just made a local lower high than its previous high at the inflection point, unfortunately. So,
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei.
sorry. Auger. It's been a minute. Same type of consolidation structures, a lot of other coins. Yeah, this one looks like, is it full reset? Yeah, I wouldn't be taking any action on this right now. I mean, you tell me, like, what will be the reason for taking a long when it's the dead middle of a range, really? It's a beautiful zone, though. Two beautiful zones, undeniable. If you're in the dead middle like that after topping out, be prudent to wait for something else. But yeah, if Bitcoin goes up, rep will go up too randomly at any point. It could, right? Down 3% today. I don't see anything that sticks out as bullish right now. If anything, it broke this point right here, the B, 24 bucks, the bad action magnet move, high probability of downside. Think about it like this. Wouldn't you want to wait for this asset to be on sale a lot more than it is now? Dude, we could get ourselves an 88% sale that happens to line up literally at the bottom of the inflection zone. That's what I'd be waiting for on rep. Wait, have an alert set up around 1350 just to know, oh my God, dude, rep is almost at actionable areas for a long. We would wait. We would wait right here. Let this one dump and lose another, good God, a lot. This one needs to lose 35% of its value to be at an actionable area for a long. In my opinion, if you want to be strategic with it, and that's, I just presented my argument for why it'd be strategic, right? And it'd be amazing. Holy crap. It would be unbelievably good at those levels, okay? It'd be like, yeah, I'm posting a trade setup for patrons for rep if it got to 1431 again. Okay, thanks dude for the 100. And that was it. That was the last request. Been live 1 hour and 20 minutes. If you're enjoying it, hit the like button, the bell, the sub. Not much more to talk about today. Covered a decent amount. I want to see this on Bitcoin. I want to see one bottom. Just kidding, a second bottom. I want to see confirmation from market participants play out for once. Just do it. Like you showed us one time. No one knew. Second time though, at the inflection point, let this be it. Let that be it. Yeah, it's struggling a little bit at some other level, but once it breaks, gone.
Why does every Hex chiller push me away from buying Hex? I was just watching Barstool Pizza review and some guy jumped in saying Hex is better than Bitcoin. What would hurt you if you bought some? Like seriously.
I mean, it's, you know, whatever. It's Hex has performed extremely well. And you know how it is, right? It's become like a religion almost. A financial religion is Hex. The way a lot of people act that own Hex. But, you know, there are other people that own Hex that are not like that. It's just kind of like people that are vocal sometimes have diarrhea of the mouth that own Hex. But there, I'm sure, are many people that own Hex that are not delusional, psychotic, that treat Hex like it's their god. Okay? Yeah, there are plenty not like that. So you just, it's like everything, man. You're going to have delusional people, you're going to have crazy people, you're going to have smart people, you're going to have dumb people. It's just a lot of times the really dumb people are the ones that choose to type and the smart people lurk, right? So whatever. Anyway, so good stream today. Good stream. Not much more to talk about, I guess, right? So that's all the same. Appreciate all the likes, love, support, contributions, the love. And you get it. We're stuck in a glass case of emotion. Just kidding. A glass case of critical areas. You break 44.1, 50K. Easy. You don't, you're going back down to 40K. You don't hold 40K, 32,000 minimum. It's all about the levels. It's not about predictions. It's about what happens when the price action breaks critical spots, areas on the chart. And they're critical based on historical price action correlation to those levels. Okay. Not a Moon Boy channel. I mean, I guess if y'all want. All right, dude, we're gonna play it for you. All right, thank y'all again. You know what's going on. I'll be back. Until next time, respect the TA.
Look, you just Fibonacci from your low point to high point, but as you can see, it's a critical area.
name is JP. I am a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
And then, just like that,
Adios, turd nuggets.